News at 6.
The mayor is using general fund money from the city of Youngsville to do that. So that's currently coming out of Youngsville's budget.
The city of Youngsville is currently paying to unclog drainage canals under Lafayette Parish's jurisdiction. Good evening. I'm Danielle Grossman. Thank you for choosing Acadiana's KLAF News at 6. Adam Hooper has the evening off. Well, although Lafayette Consolidated Government has been seen on the drainage sites, officials say this is a bill Youngsville should not be paying. Taylor Trichet has the story tonight.
Based on what I've heard, there's more than $80 million of backlog in drainage projects.
Youngsville leaders say their city has to fend for itself when it comes to keeping residents' homes safe during even the lightest rain.
We were actually almost totally blocked. There's a big silt bar further up. That's where we at. We have a big silt bar from Highway 92 coming back to this direction.
According to Youngsville officials, the city had to take money from the general fund to clean out channels under Lafayette Consolidated Government's jurisdiction. Youngsville Mayor Ken Ritter says Youngsville residents are paying a drainage property tax to LCG. Terry Bork, Youngsville Public Works Director, says the neglected channels have around 4 to 5 feet of silt in them.
This is what it looks like once it's dug, the actual water. We didn't do any deepening of the channel. We did some widening only because of the siltation that was in the channel itself.
When these canals or channels are not maintained, it creates a problem for Youngsville's developments, as their designs are based off the water within the channels.
And without having sufficient capacity in the channels, that creates an issue with our internal drainage within the city of Youngsville.
Bork says LCG has been seen on drainage sites, but when asked what else LCG is supposed to be doing to combat the problem,
the only thing I can say about that, they've been out here just recently looking at the ditches, and my understanding they're going to have an excavator in the near future come to dig the remainder of this ditch going to 90.
As crews continue to clean up the canals, engineers say there's a simple solution, and it involves the entire region.
And we all need to have a level of planning that is consistent with each other. And so, you know, we want to hold off our additional runoff, and it would be great if everybody else would be able to do the same things.
Taylor Trichet, Acadiana's KLAF News.
In a statement from the mayor of Youngsville, Ken Ritter says drainage maintenance will continue to be a priority for our team regardless of the obstacles. It's what our residents expect and deserve. We did reach out to LCG numerous times, made calls, left voicemails, and even sent texts, but we have yet to get a response. The town of Henderson is trying to expand its footprint to the Atchafalaya Basin. Mayor Sherbin Collette says the town's trying to annex the levee and several boat landings next to the Atchafalaya Basin. He adds the proposal was set in motion after the Evangeline Area Boy Scouts purchased McGee's Landing to build a new facility. The move will allow the town and provide policy water service to the areas. Mayor Sherbin says the next step is to get signatures from all of the property owners along the Atchafalaya Basin levee. All right, switching gears now, let's head over to Jordan for a look at our forecast. Jordan.
Lots of changes in our weather.
Acadiana's Storm Team Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jordan Sandler.
Lots of changes in our weather, keeps us on our toes. This is February in Acadiana. We know what it's all about. Tonight is when we dip down. We're getting really cold. Haven't even got that cold air mass fully over us yet, but look at those clouds, what they've been doing the last 3 hours. So we went from a cloudy day to now a perfectly blue sky outside with that sun setting. 59 in Lafayette, 55 in Opelousas. The winds are finally dying down, so we're going to be calm tonight, but get your warm jacket on. 47 degrees by 9. Coming up, I'll let you know how cold we're going to get for tomorrow morning, and a good chance we're going to have a rainy Friday and the weekend outlook. Talk about that coming up in my full forecast.
Thank you, Jordan. Moving into our crime watch in St. Landrew Parish, a second arrest is made in connection to a home burglary of an elderly woman's life savings. Taylor Lejeune is accused of helping Shadrick Laverne move a safe that was stolen from the victim's home and using some of that stolen money to buy a car, drugs, even going on a shopping spree. She's charged with accessory after the fact to burglary of an inhabited dwelling. One person's in jail in connection with a Monday shooting on the Lily Street in Lafayette. After investigating, Lafayette police issued an arrest warrant for George Lewis. Lewis was located Tuesday by the Lafayette City Marshal's office, charged with attempted second-degree murder. A traffic stop in Carencro lands 4 people in jail on drug and theft charges. Officers arrested Mark Gautreaux, Paul Trahan, Jocelyn Robichaud, and Natasha Stelly after the driver and passengers allegedly became very nervous during the stop. Police found marijuana and 5 grams of methamphetamine, 6 stolen cell phones, other electronics, jewelry, and credit cards. The Carencro Police Department is currently working with multiple agencies to return the stolen property to their rightful owners. Also in Lafayette, a suspect is arrested in connection with a weekend shooting on Montreal Drive. Giovante Simons accused of shooting a male victim Saturday evening after the 2 men got into a fight. The victim was taken to a hospital and is listed in stable condition. Simon was located and arrested on scene. He's charged with attempted second-degree murder. Crime Stoppers of Acadia Parish are still searching for a wanted fugitive this evening. Detectives with the Crowley Police Department need your help in locating Whitman Joseph Guillory. A warrant's been issued for Guillory's arrest in connection with felony theft. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please call the TIPS line. That number's 789-TIPS. We have new information on an attempted kidnapping in Opelousas earlier this week. Officers say the Monday complaint filed by 17-year-old Jamie Baptiste Andrus was found to be false. Baptiste Andrus is now facing a criminal mischief charge by way of filing a false police report. All right, and just like that, there's new life at the Holy Family Apartments. The Diocese of Lafayette, in cooperation with the Department of Housing and Urban Development, held a ribbon cutting today to mark its reopening. After being built about 40 years ago, the diocese says the building was in dire need of repairs. Those repairs include new roofs, windows, doors, and siding around the building. The building's also now equipped with a fire sprinkler system and surveillance cameras. Residents in the area say they could not be happier about the new upgrades. All right, back to those little cakes you saw just a minute ago. Our King Cake special continues today with an added twist to the traditional classic. Here's an itty-bitty way to enjoy your king cake. There it is. Head over to Sophie Peace for their 8 classic versions of the king cake, all stored in a cupcake. 7 years ago, store owner Jennifer knew in order to compete the business, she had to come up with a great way to present Mardi Gras special.
We sell thousands of them during king cake season. They go really, really well. They're very popular.
I would buy one. Jennifer goes on to say, if you're not a fan of cupcakes, don't you worry. They also have king cake cheesecake they feature this time of year. Sounds delicious. Speaking of Mardi Gras, Corriere de Mardi Gras is also known as the traditional chasing of the chicken. It's coming right up. But what really sets this tradition apart from the other celebrations across the state? Well, the costumes. KLAS's Kristen Dre caught up with a Mardi Gras seamstress about the significance of the festive wardrobe. Kristen, why are these costumes so important?
Danielle, these costumes are a staple in the Corriere de Mardi Gras celebration. They date back to the 17th and 18th centuries. But even though that was long ago, Acadiana is still holding on to what's left of this unique tradition.
Mardi Gras has taken over my house.
While the rest of Louisiana is letting the good times roll, Susanna Guillory is behind the scenes to make sure they're dressed for the occasion.
My suits come with the pants, the shirt, the capuchon, and then the mask is separate.
Fat Tuesday was meant to have one last hoorah before Lent. When the tradition originated back in the 17th and 18th century, a lot of Cajuns were poor and out of food to celebrate appropriately.
They were very proud people, and you did not want anyone to know that you were begging for that ingredient.
These costumes were made to cover up with whatever fabric scraps you had left.
Whoever was your wife or whatever was sewing for you said, I'm not patching anymore. They would take the scraps out of the scrap bag, put it on their suit to make their fringes.
Much has changed since then. Today we're not begging for ingredients, but we still dress and partake in, quote, begging for fun.
I like chasing the chickens.
Some people have color preference, certain type of suit that they want, certain fringe, everything.
Now you need to specify which Mardi Gras suit you want. There's the full fringe, and then there's the regular fringe.
You can only do it like once a year, so you might as well just go all out with it.
It's a lot of fun.
To Susanna, it's all in an effort to help keep the Cajun culture alive.
It's all tradition. It all goes back to our tradition.
The Career Day Mardi Gras are happening all over Acadiana during this Mardi Gras season. Check out our website, klaf.com, for a full list of these events. In the studio, Kristen Dre for Acadiana's KLAF News.
All right, thank you, Kristen. Brain scans may help doctors find out which children will be diagnosed with autism. Details coming right up. And one person's dead, 2 others ill after being poisoned by rats. That full story straight ahead. Plus, Jordan will let us know how long the cool weather will stick around.